everyone, hope you're all okay. I'm going to get stuck straight into this video. I've had to edit it so much to try and get rid of all like the garbage and the repeated steps and such. So I had no idea yet again what I was going to do. I grabbed a few little bits of glitter. So these 4 that I'm using are from Shein well over a year ago, and I put them into this storage box, dropped the box, everything got mixed up. These ones are, I'm trying to remember, they're definitely from Charlie's Nail Art Supply. There is lemon sherbet, raspberry, apple, apricot, but I can't remember the name of the purple one, but they will all be linked down below anyway. And then I will use the new to this month's edition iridescent hex in coral, orange and lilac, and then a little bit of extra iridescent white glitter. If I'm a little bit echoey, I do apologise. I'm in the kitchen at the minute. So that is them all mixed. Isn't it beautiful? It's so nice. So I also wanted to do, so this is based off, if you saw a few videos ago, I showed you some nail foils I've got from Charlie's Nail Art Supply, and there's 2 in there that I'm taking kind of inspiration from with the colour scheme, and so I grabbed just bits that I thought would work. I stumbled upon this beautiful colour that has been stuck in my drawer instead of on my shelves, so I thought, you know what, it needs to see the light. It's so beautiful. It is, as you can see, a beautiful pink with like a really gold shimmer undertone to it. It's so pretty. And then I've grabbed the Pat Paint Gel in PP03 from Born Pretty, and like an eyeshadow applicator sponge, and with the tiniest little bit on that sponge, just dabbing all around the edge to kind of create that aura effect. And then I will flip the sponge over so it's the dry side, the clean side, and blend all of that in a little bit better. So once that's cured, I'm going to put a base coat over that, but I'm not going to cure. And then I'm just going to whack a load of those glitters that we added and we mixed ourselves. It's like making a potion when you're mixing glitter. You can make the most beautiful things, or it can go horribly wrong. Thankfully, this turned out beautiful. I love it. And you can put it in a little pot after as well if you want to use it again. We don't like waste. We can use this in other different designs. Yeah, I just love making my own glitter mixes. So I applied that to the wet base gel, then cured that all in. And then I've put a little bit of clear hard gel, couldn't remember the name of it then, over the surface, and then I've grabbed a big blob of that, and then I'm just going to sweep it down the nail side to side, and then hold it upside down a little bit and give it a cure. So that is the thumbnail, and I'm going to do the exact same thing to the ring finger as well, and the 3 other nails are going to be slightly different. So the 3 other nails haven't had that purple or aura, whatever it's called, around the edge, but I'm going to just dump a load of glitter on it, but try to focus it all on the middle and the cuticle, not so much on the free edge. And then I've grabbed the rubber base gel from Born Pretty, the clear one in 08, and that is just going to act, it's really good at self-leveling. So rather than building up the apex now, building up the nail, we can add a nice thin layer with a rubber base gel that is gorgeously self-leveling, that will help us go on to the next stage. So this is the thumb and the ring that we have encapsulated in hard gel, and I got myself a fan finally. I'm not breathing in all of those nasty nail dust. My partner's been begging me for ages to get a fan. I'm like, no, don't need it, I'll just keep wearing a mask. But I did it, and I got one, and I'm so happy. So this is what they're looking like so far. So those 3 that aren't encapsulated, we're going to do a French tip on all 3 of them, but slightly different each time. So even though I've picked up the index finger, this isn't necessarily the index finger in the end. So this is going to be a full French tip, and that is going to be the middle nail. And then the second one we do is going to be the index finger. So I'm just swapping those 2 around. And it is going to be, you'll see in a sec, it's like half a French tip, basically. Pretend you're doing a full one, but just do half a one. And then for the pinky, it's going to be the exact same, but flipped. So this one's the right hand side, the pinky is going to be the left hand side. No, it's not. Ignore that. This is the pinky. And then the one that is now, the left-hand side one, that is the index finger. And depending on what gel polish you're using, you might have to do 2 coats of that white. Thankfully, I've used Perfect White by Madame Glam, and you only need 1 coat. It is beautiful. So I've grabbed, this is what I've taken semi-inspiration from. If you saw this video, you would see that I absolutely loved this nail foil. It's called Floral Bliss, I believe. Like I said, everything will be linked in the description box down below with discount codes and all that jazz. And then this one is called something about birds. I can't remember, it'll be linked down below anyway. But isn't it lovely? It's so, so pretty. Love it. So I'm going to chop up all the elements that I want from it, all the little bits that I want from it. And we're going to apply that with foil gel. So I always wipe over the whole nail with isopropyl alcohol. You can matte top coat, you can buff, you can do what you want, as long as none of it is sticky where you don't want the foil to be. So if you have got a sticky inhibition layer and you only want the foil to be in a certain place, so you only put the foil gel in a certain place, and then you touch the foil to that sticky bit that you don't want, it's going to stick. So I always like to make sure that I've wiped over with isopropyl alcohol. So while I'm putting this on now, if that white was still sticky, that leaf would be transferred onto there. But because I've wiped it all off and then I've only put the foil gel where I want it, that transfer is only going to transfer where I want it to, if that makes sense. Probably not, but yeah, hopefully. So this is the index finger, and I'm just adding floral elements to that. Same with the pinky, but the pinky, once that is done, that stays the same, but I add a little bit more to the index. This is back to the index. Like I said, wasn't planned, it was all over the place, on back and forth. So this again is the index finger. So I did another coat of foil glue gel and cured that, and then chose the bird that I want and popped them on there. But can you see that cloud? I didn't like that cloud, so I had to get rid of that. And I completely didn't record this at all, but this is the thumb. Isn't it lovely? Oh, hello. This is the ring finger. So I haven't put any floral aspect on that whatsoever because it already had branches and leaves and flowers with the bird. So I just left it as it was. Whack a few crystals on and they're done. How cute are they? Now you can have them matte or you can have them glossy, entirely up to you. The one thing I do want to let you know about is the index finger. I don't know if you can see, but that white tip is slightly yellowed because of how many times I applied foil glue gel and cured it to do the different layers. So that's something to think about if you're ever going to do layering of foil glue gel over anything that's white or it has a white base or white tip, whatever. But yeah, hopefully you like this video and you like the design, and if you did, don't forget to leave a thumbs up and a comment, and everything I've used will be linked in the description box down below as always, along with all the discount codes, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.